and which will attract all of you, is that today the premier company of India was being looked at the other day by a Swedish visitor who was talking about brand imaging. And he says, what a country India is. You see that the most unreliable company is known as Reliance. It's a fact of life. So what did Reliance do? In 1995, as this article says, which is available for you to take, they duplicated the shares, which means that they pledged shares which they had issued to get collaterals and loans from banks, and then knowing that those shares were lying in the custody of the bank, they printed those same shares again and pledged them to another bank. And this went on for a while. And they kept issuing public issues, so we all kept contributing, and they kept swelling, and SEBI did nothing. Government of India did nothing. They all were bribed, they all have kept quiet. So like this, there are many, many scandals which have happened in India, and they're all here. And I've got spare copies, and I think there are only about 25 of us. There are 20 copies, and you're welcome to take them, disseminate this information, and let it be known. So Mr. Karthikeyan didn't want to name people, but I will name people. Because I believe that the system will only reform when you know who's the culprit. Let's take it, my friends who are here from Project Vijay from Lucknow. They have brought out all the details about Amity University. It's not a university, it's a scam. It's a scam by Ramesh Chauhan and company. Who's Ramesh Chauhan? He lives here in Defense Colony. Where is he absconding from? From a country called Germany. Why is he doing that? Because he finds it easy to make money here. What did he make money on on the first few occasions? It was plastic waste. Toxic plastic waste imported into India. There are two other universities like this.
Just to add to that, he has a Interpol Red Corner alert of him, and you still have a lot of parliamentarians, ministers on his board.
Right. And several lieutenant generals, major generals, educationalists, tall people like Jerry, who look down upon me. But not to worry. We have a similar situation emerging within an institution called Rai Foundation. We have a similar system happening with a chap who appears with a choti in a lot of ads. It's called Arindam Chaudhary. It's IIPM. We happen to be sitting with a group of people from Jodhpur the other day who run an Aravali Institute of looked down upon him. And I can tell you, visiting the AICT office, which is in Chandalok building on the 7th floor, is like going to a funeral. Everybody comes there in white and does black money dealing. You know, they give money to get their permissions to run the universities because they make huge sums of money out of it. Okay, so we have far too many examples. One example which directly hurts me very much is the failure of the availability of the telephone directory. I happen to come from a family where my maternal uncle was Khurshid Lal, after whom the telephone bhavan is named. So I've seen in my younger days Mr. Khurshid Lal with Feroz Gandhi, with Rafi Ahmed Kidwai, with Malviya, with all these so-called large stalwarts of that time. But I find that this system is not delivering you and me a telephone directory. So what happens as a result of non-delivery of a telephone directory? We ring up Just Dial, we get frustrated, we don't get the right addresses, we don't have the right PIN code numbers, our letters go berserk, the postal department goes berserk, and nobody's doing anything about it. It's the same in every city of India today. There's no telephone directory.
Yes, I agree with you.
Okay. So one last point. I have a dear friend whose name is Vikram Chand. He happened to be a few years junior to me in school. And he wrote a report for the World Bank. And this is a copy of the report which I again discovered last night in my shed, because I was going to be here with you on this talk. It's a book produced by Sage Publication and the World Bank. It's called Reforming Public Services in India, Drawing Lessons from Success. It was published by Sage Publication. So this morning I went to my photostat wala and I said, make me copies of this. Though it says there, you can't make copies. It's infringement. You've got to ask the World Bank first. I said, let's forget that. So you will have available again, if you want, a copy of the front page, a copy of the last page, and a copy of the table of contents, which tells you how scams and lack of public delivery is delivered through competition, which you've seen in the telephone sector in India. That's all what I have to say. I'll be happy to answer questions later. Thank you.
Thank you, Pramodji. It's truly a scam, because I had a friend who had to resign from IBM because he exposed the IAPM system. Now, with all due respect to the way they make money, they are the so-called wealth creators of the nation, wealth creation only for themselves, like the Ambani brothers. But who they are scamming are the poor farmers, the poor people of India, the middle class of India. So corruption is touching everybody, not just the people below the poverty line. I know people who mortgage their land to send them to IIPM for a third-class BBA course, which won't get them a job anywhere. And they pay 7 to 10 lakhs of rupees for that. And these are people who come from UP, from Bihar, from various other places, and their parents mortgage their land. So I think it's a very important. And all these institutes, all these corrupt institutes, have the best of ministers. They have the education ministers on their board, from both sides, ruling party and the opposition party. You know? So that's the truth of the education system in India. We have it as Dr. Rao Ayagiri. We'll do questions later, Joe, yeah. And I'll ask Dr. Rao to share his